What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live event. I'm going to add some more knives out here. I'm also going to start off the live stream right away by saying that there is a petition that is linked at the top of chat. As many of you know, the situation going on over on Instagram and probably by extension Facebook with Meta is really bad. Basically, they've decided over the last 6 to 9 months that regardless of context, which is very important, right? I think we can all agree context is very important. Regardless of context, knives in general are considered deadly and dangerous, and that the entirety of the knife community, whether you are, like the outdoorsy type, you're a craftsman, you're an enthusiast, you're a content creator, basically what we enjoy is inappropriate for all audiences. Basically, they consider our content to be a promotion of violence, which is of the utmost nonsense, absolutely nonsense, right? And if you're asking yourself, well, does this really affect me? I don't use Instagram or Facebook. I don't do that. I just like knives. It absolutely does. Believe it or not, some of the biggest and most important communities and networks of people exist on Instagram. Companies, retailers, OEMs, designers, content creators, general members of the community. The fact that they are not promoting content out to the general public, or even sometimes to us, in between, promoting content to each other, right? Members of the community. It makes it difficult for us to get the word out about things. So there are businesses suffering, there are retailers suffering, and there are people who are just part of the general community who are missing out on things, all because Meta's lazy algorithm, regardless of context, will literally take the scythe and just one massive sweeping blind blow to our community. So, some really awesome people in this community, including Lev on the Knife Nuts podcast, created a petition. And if you click at the top of chat right there, the Association of Artisan Tools is fighting for the right to promote and discuss carry tools on social media platforms and to protect the small businesses in that category. Let me be very clear. Do not donate. I'm not saying you don't have to donate. I'm saying do not donate, because your donation will not go to the promotion of this petition. It will go to change.org, which is not who we want getting any money. Nobody wants any money. The petition can be signed anonymously, and basically by signing the petition, you're saying, yeah, I want to be able to see knives and stuff on social media. Can you not, decide what's dangerous regardless of context? Please and thank you, Meta. So, there are about 3,000 signatures. I was talking with Chad. I think realistically, to even have the slightest chance of getting noticed at all, I think the petition needs about 10,000 signatures, probably more like 50,000. But hey, I'd rather try than sit with my thumbs in my butt and do nothing. So, if you like knives, regardless of whether you use those platforms, I think it's a good idea to sign the signature, but I'll leave that up to you. I also think it would be really cool if tons of other content creators would also promote this, but I'm not going to put pressure on anybody. I would ask that you share this, talk about it, bring it up to people. If you have multiple content creators you like, bring it up to them in chat. Definitely would be really cool to have something like this go super viral across a network of content creators. But again, no pressure on anybody. Just wanted to get that out there right off the bat for people watching in the future. All right. Anyways. I agree. Just people enjoying tools, man. It's just crazy. I know that, people, some people are going to be mopey molly about it. Metal Complex only cares because he's making money on Instagram. I made 48 cents last month on Instagram. I don't use Instagram to generate income. I use Instagram to find companies, to find creators, to talk with the community. That's a huge part of what fuels my channel here on YouTube and my general interest in the hobby. A lot of people believe, or a lot of people forget, that I am a knife enthusiast I want to learn new things. I want to find out about things. And because Meta is just like, no, I don't know. I think that looks a little bit dangerous. Not even that. Just the way that their algorithm's written. It's like they care so little. They're like, yeah, it's probably all dangerous. Because of that, it makes it harder for me. And everybody. If you post a picture of a pocket knife on Instagram, it doesn't matter who you are, Instagram's gonna go, no, 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 no. Dangerous. Absolutely ridiculous. Terrible. The number of things that should be regulated before the knife enthusiast community. Astronomical. You can't use hashtags. You can't use anything remotely related to knives. Or the algorithm immediately is like, blade, bad, scary. Yeah, I agree. Also, let me. I'm gonna shout this out since I can be really, really loud, like not like just verbal. I mean like literally across like like my voice carries in terms of social media. Do me a favor. When anybody jumps into the comments under any, like, because what's going to happen is if this does get out there, you're going to have people going, well, now, hold on a minute, people. Let me educate you on the systems that be, and I'll tell you why this might not work. Let me just pump the brakes here, and let me put the spotlight on myself here real quick and educate everybody on why a petition might not be. I want you to do me a favor. For every time you run into somebody like that in the comments section, share that petition with 10 more people so we can negate that. I don't know why people go out of their way to like slow things like that down. This seems like such an easy thing to me. Petition say knife okay. Meta say knife bad. Can you help for free and anonymously? Like it's so cut and dry. So please, if you run into somebody like that, ignore them. Try to get more people to sign the petition to counterbalance that negativity. I posted it on my community tab, and everybody was like, yeah, it sounds great. And one guy was like, no, well, hold on a second there. I'm not so sure. Shut up. God. I got to get some more knives out here. Sorry. Okay. All right, we're going back into the positive zone. We're going back into the happy zone. I did do a knife guy episode on this too. I'm just trying to get the ball rolling on it. And I have a lot of faith in Levon. So I'm pretty motivated to get as much information out there as possible. And I feel like I wouldn't be doing my part, you know. As a large content creator, I'd not be doing my part to try, right? Happy zone. Man, that camera's really zoomed out. I got like my entire mat on screen tonight. What is going on? Did everybody have a good 4th? We did. Holy moly. I burned... Well, actually, it's not bad. I burned that finger. Melted plastic. I tried to light a bunch of sparklers at once and hand them out to the kids. And if you do that, if you like light the tips of a bunch of sparklers all at once, they all burn. Like it's like a multiplicative burn. And it burned so fast, the plastic that was at the bottom that what I was holding, like from the original container, it just goes zhoo, and like the plastic melted on my finger. So I was like, all right, kids, I'm gonna get a new box and I'm gonna go, but real quick, I'm gonna run inside. And I'm going to put my finger in the sink and I'm going to scream. But I'm going to hold it together for you kids because we're all having a good time. Oh my God, it was so painful. Now, just to be clear, like that petition doesn't have anything to do with YouTube. When I say Meta is not YouTube. My content, other knife content creators are not being restricted on YouTube. So please don't go tell people... You know, that this is for YouTube. I don't want any platform to be restricted. And I've been fearing for a long time that eventually YouTube would be. So far, no. right now it's Meta, Instagram, Facebook, and whatever. I forget what else is under Meta. But yeah, the restrictions are there, and no part of the internet should be restricted, in my opinion, when it comes to enjoying this stuff. Every time every year for the 4th of July, we spend like a few $100 on fireworks. And then my wife and I always go, why did we do that? Like, everybody in our neighborhood, there's a guy down the street that spends like $5,000 on fireworks, and we can see everything he does. Because like him and like 3 or 4 other people in our neighborhood shoot off. We have like a front row seat to amazing fireworks, and every year we're like, let's buy like smoke bombs. Like, I don't know what we're doing. But I love 4th of July, as long as you're being safe. We did burgers, 4 different types of brats. My dad did ribs. We had pasta salad. My brother-in-law made like these, I don't know what they are. They're like, it's like breaded balls of like cheese and rice, and yeah, there was like mozzarella, or not mozzarella, but marinara dipping sauce. It was so good. Yeah, no cleanup is a big bonus, because I'm the one, I go out onto our street and make a pile with the push broom. Doc Jekyll, thank you very much for those memberships. I appreciate that. Oh, Dylan, hey, Dylan bought the Omega. I saw that picture. I hope you're really enjoying it. That really put a smile on my face. I hope you enjoy that. I know you. I hope you feel good about that. I know you got a really good deal on it. I'm happy. I'm happy to move that on to you. Kyle, yep. Kyle says one more day. I was really hoping the god of arch nemesis knives, which is what I bought from Kyle, would be in today, but it's going to be in tomorrow. That's fine. You guys will see it on next week. The earliest you'll see it will be on Instagram tomorrow. But like live, you'll see it on the live stream next week, and then I'll definitely re-unbox it. It's one of the only knives on my channel, perhaps the only knife on my channel, that will be unboxed twice. David Wamsley, what's up, man? How are you? The big storms come through OKC. Once it passed, everyone lit up the sky. Man, it's always a bummer when like storms threaten 4th of July, because you're like, come on. I just want to sit outside. And we had absolutely perfect, well, I'm not trying to flex, like our weather was great, but like usually it's like way too hot, or it's way too windy, or it rains, or it storms. We had, I think the temperature peaked at 84 degrees with a light breeze. The way my garage is set up, it just like once it hits about 5 o'clock, the shade just grows down the driveway. I had an ice cooler, like an ice fan, where you just kind of load it with water and ice, and it just blows cold air. So I had that and another fan running. It was absolutely perfect. So much fun. Starting my new office job soon, so I had to go through my collection and find the least threatening knife to normies. Yeah, picking an office carry. Once you like establish yourself as like the office knife person, people are. I always remember at the dealership, like I didn't carry a knife for a long time, and then I carried a little Swiss Army Cadet, which I still have. Yeah, right here, literally. This is the knife that I carried. I mean, it's still. The most recent debris on this was from the dealership years ago when I started the channel, because I haven't used this thing in forever. But this is what I carried, because it was just very non-threatening, and it was really useful with the flathead there, and the bottle opener. But I started carrying bigger and bigger knives, and now tons of those guys. In fact, a lot of my old bosses, one of my old bosses live down the street from me, but they're all into pocket knives now. So you meet the right people, then you're good to go. Recommend the Espada XL for office carry. All right, rolling the dice. A little bit of Russian roulette with your career there. Doc Jekyll, thanks for the donation. My hand-polished DLC Kraken arrived today to add number 112 of the Founders series. That's awesome. So hand-polished, is that the one that's mirror-polished, Doc? Because they're going to send one to me. So many people had questions about that. So if you watched my video on the DLC Kraken and were confused because you went to the website and found it and saw that it was over $500, this message is for you. The one that I showed is the standard DLC, the one that's $325. It is not the high polish DLC. The one that they sell for over $500 is a mirror or near mirror finish, which is very expensive to do. A true mirror finish. Think about it. That's a mirror finish on DLC S90V. That is not cheap. So it might come as a surprise to see a $200 bump for a mirror polish. Let me tell you something. The reason you don't see mirror polished blades in the production knife world is because it is hyper expensive to do. It's extremely time consuming. So they're sending me one, and I want to showcase it. I want to explain it. But I know people who have no idea are going to lose their minds over a price bump just to make it shiny. Yeah, it's so much extra effort. But the key thing to take away from it is they have options. They're not forcing you to buy the mirror polish one. It's just there if you want to buy it. That confused so many people in that video. Mirror hand polish DLC. Yes, there you go. There you go, Doc. I knew it was going to be the real deal. The satin DLC looks great. It looks great, but that's not the $500 variant. Is that a new Kaiser Life variant? Kaiser Life? I don't know. The Kaiser, this is the one that the new Milita with gold dark matter. So it's just like the purple one, but it's gold. I'm also going to keep this. I have the purple one and this one now. I think you can go on the Kaiser website like right now and get the here, hold on. I'll make it easy on you. Hold on. I promise I'm gonna make somebody's night. Not everybody, but I'm gonna make at least one person's night. Give me a sec. I'm doing fancy YouTuber stuff. It's hacker music. Okay. So, probably one of the best buys dollar for dollar right now is the purple Kaiser Milita in DLC. And I'm going to pin this real quick. I'm going to replace the petition link for just a moment. I'll bring it back. But for anybody looking for a knife like this with a super shiny DLC, this is S45VN titanium. And this one's the gold dark matter, but the purple dark matter is back up on their website, fully available. It's the exact same finish as what you just saw here for $219. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculously good value. The knife is incredible. It's probably Kaiser's best knife ever. If you're on the fence about it, don't be. I buy that one with confidence. I also own that one. I should have got it out tonight, but it's really, really good. $219 is a ridiculously good price for that. Just here to heckle Tri-State. I like that my channel has become a hub to heckle Tri-State alongside myself, and Tri-State's own channel has become a hub to heckle Tri-State and myself. That's nice that we can share that. You did not miss the 500K. I still haven't done it yet. I'm waiting on my prototypes because they were promised. They're on the way. Which means I will be able to give one away for the 500K / 600K. Well, 617K event. I'm sorry, I missed my own event by 117,000 subscribers. I missed my own event by one silver play button. Man, that sounded super arrogant. I didn't mean it that way. It's just, that's how late I am. My DLC Kraken is up on YouTube. Did a short earlier today. I'll check it out. I've not actually seen it in live action. All right, that link's been up long enough. I really want to keep the petition highlighted, so give me a sec here. If you haven't done it yet, I'm changing the pinned link here. Please take some time to sign the petition to fight Meta's ridiculous restrictions on our community over on Instagram and probably Facebook. Again, I'm not there, but restrictions by Meta are ridiculous. Please take some time to sign that petition. You can sign it anonymously. Please do not donate. Donations would go to change.org, and we don't care about that. We care about the petition. We don't require donations to make the petition work. So it doesn't cost any money, and you can sign it anonymously. Basically, you're just saying you like knives and you don't want them to be restricted on social media. Oh my gosh, Tri-State EC, you know, just wow. I agree. Voted most likely to succeed on YouTube by me. So, Austin Cooper gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much, Austin. Would you recommend the Microtech Glycon? I'm on the fence. I mean, yeah, it's just really expensive, but it is probably, it's one of the most impressive OTFs that they've made. I mean, it's really, really impressive, especially with the titanium. But it's, you know, what is it? $525? Thing's expensive. I mean, I bought it. I bought mine for full price, so there you go. If that tells you what I think. Can we do 1080 again tonight? Oh my gosh, we are 1080 on the live stream tonight. That's so great. I'm so glad I'm finally cool enough to have 1080 on a live stream. The Militas sold out. Oh, okay, well, all right, great. I'm glad you guys got them. Apparently you guys bought them out. They might have only had 5 or 10, you know, so who knows. Olon Goat 2 or DLC Milita? Well, as of right now, I'm going to go Olon Goat because the Milita is gone. And if, I mean, like, the Olon Goat is also absolutely worth buying at like what are these, 280, 275 something. They take a little bit to break in, but they're on Phosphor Bronze. I think you can only get these on their website now. I can't remember if they're still available on Blade HQ. Scott Hot 2 will be here in 4 to 5 days. You'll love that knife. You'll love it. Flightanium Arcade is also a good choice. My favorite knife under $100, it's the Vision FG. Hands down. You don't have to get it in PP. But my finger hurts so much from that. From that melted plastic. The Vision FG is the best knife under $100. Like by a landslide. And there's a bunch of great knives under $100. Like I've got a playlist of 200 knives that I recommend well under $100. The Vision FG that's king. Oh, now he calls it PP. Do as I say, not as I do. What's a second knife with black and silver in front of the cicada? Black and silver. This? So I'll just do everything around the cicada. Spyderco Bodacious. Don't buy that. I bought it. Don't buy it. It's way too expensive. Migron Gaddon. No black on it. I'm just letting you know. Absolute hulking monstrosity. The USA Microtech SOCOM Elite. This one's from 2018. Black and silver. That's a 8015, Cold Steel 8015 with original goat titanium scales. Migron Arma 2, contoured, textured, I think PVD scales. Really cool, the Migron Arma 2. Definitely a little bit of an upgrade there. Got the Wii Nitro OG yesterday, and the action is beautiful. I told you guys, every single person who said, I saw that Nitro OG, and I just wasn't sure, and then you said you loved it, and I bought it, and you're right, the action's awesome. I'm so happy people are finding out. It's so good. You bought a blacked out 8010 at your local pawn shop for $45. Nice score. Even if it was used, that's a great score. Titanium Justin gifted 1 membership. Thank you very much, Titanium Justin. Got the Arma 2 today from White Mountain Knives. Very cool. It's a great buy. If you're into overbuilt knives, it's one of the best buys on the market. Whenever I say that, people are like, well, what about the cold steel? I'm like, I'm not saying overbuilt in terms of a locking system. I'm talking about like unnecessarily thick materials just for the yucks, right? Super thick titanium and a 1/4 inch thick stock of M390 hardened from 60 to 61, which is pretty good. Kind of useless on that thick of a blade. But, I mean, find me something else that's built exactly like that for the same price. You won't. It's like $100 less than anything else on the internet. How's Blade HQ selling Demcos in 20 CV for $120? They're probably taking a massive loss on it or barely making anything. I don't know. I don't know how that thing it wasn't sold. I think the popularity of that knife has just dropped because everybody owns it. I mean, me and every other content creator, and not that we were like pushing it, in a way that was, what's the right word? Not malicious. Like we were being disingenuous. We were being dead serious. When the 80 20.5 was an amazing knife, but it was like such this, like a sweeping, crazy thing to get something that's fidgety and easy to manipulate and super strong. Like we just didn't really have anything like that. So everybody bought one. So now everybody has one, some version of it. And so even like the coolest versions, the most valuable versions of it, like people just don't care, Most of the time when content creators all agree on something, it's a really good sign that it's authentic. A lot of people take that as like a joint effort to like deceive the community, which would be really hard to do for all of us to like come together and be like, yes, how shall we next direct the community together for our own benefit? No. We are all way too busy to be caring about every last aspect of each other's content. We all, in a lot of ways, kind of look for the same stuff. After handling so much stuff, you kind of start to pick and choose what's good and what's not. And so a lot of times a lot of us just agree on the same stuff. Did you see the Wii collab with Dalibor Bergam that's called, what? Wii and Dalibor Bergam? Are you serious? I'm going to ask him about it as soon as I get off the live stream. I actually want to try, and damn, it's still very good, I think, since worth the markup. Also very, excited for Excalibur. Me too. I haven't seen it physically yet either. So we're all in the same boat, technically. I've only seen the blueprints. But yeah, that sounds really cool. Oops. I like it so much. I have 4 20.5s, a Shark Cub, and an arcade. Nice. I have 2 20.5s, a 20, a 20i, and the arcade. So I like it too. Thanks for the perspective, MC. You're welcome. You're welcome. I promise you that most of the time, content creators are just like, "Hey, this is pretty cool, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, I like it." Like that's what we say to each other behind the. But we're all too concerned with our own opinions most of the time. Like I like to go around and watch other content here and there, but I don't have enough time to watch everybody's content. So sometimes I'll review a knife and I'll be like, actually, I kind of wonder what so-and-so said about this. And it's funny how often we don't agree. Often, a lot of stuff we do agree on, but we definitely don't agree on everything. I'll go and watch somebody else's review and they'll be like, this is crap, I hate it. And I'm like, oh, geez, I really like that one. Somebody said probably the Sebastian Brangi Stitch. Somebody asked a question. Are comments about Survive Knives verboten? Hold on. I'm not going to let you see it, but I'm going to Google verboten. Forbidden, especially by an authority. Ah, yes. As the authority. No, they are not for verboten. Is that the right verboten? I've never used that word before. No, you can. That's fine. You can talk about it. I'm kind of up on the drama there, but I hate drama, so whatever. Verboten. I'll use that a lot now. Expect me to use the word verboten a lot in my content as if I always knew. Did you get the new XM24 slicer hologram? No. It looks really cool. My budget is stretched so thin, especially after Kyle surprised me with that when I had to sell stuff. That's how broke I am from buying. That sounds so bad. I buy knives so often. And I have so many customs that I'm funding that I the Bodacious was one of the first on-the-fly purchases that I was able to make in a while. So there are like 10 knives that I really want to buy right now, but I have to do my budget correctly. I don't want to get to the point where I'm like buying knives on a credit card. And no judgment to those of you who do that. I don't do that. I take my budget very seriously, and that's why I always promote responsible budgeting for pocket knives. Don't buy pocket knives unless you can truly afford pocket knives. But when I am able to afford it, I will. You bought 7 knives yesterday. Well, hey, I'm going to assume you can afford it. I can't complain. You guys know I get a lot of free stuff. Here, honesty time. Free. So yeah, don't feel bad for me. Don't feel bad. If you're new to my channel, you're like, oh my gosh, how's this guy getting away with this? I'm a content creator. I get sent stuff for free to show on the channel and review. Might drive up to DLT tomorrow and pick up a Kershaw Launch 13. Yeah, hey, I mean, if I had the luxury of driving up to DLT and not having to fly, I would do it. I get a free Viking. Well, yeah. I mean, they wanted to show the new version. And they knew that I liked the Viking. A lot of times companies will wait to make sure that I have already reviewed and very much enjoyed something before they offer to send it. Because then they're like, he's not going to say anything bad about this. He already likes it. It's a good strategy. How many knives are in your collection? 260. 260? I think I'm at 260. Like my own actual collection. Comments are not closed for the giveaway. You can absolutely enter. If these cards are on the table, you can enter. I keep that open for the duration of the live stream. You are welcome to enter. Hey, MC, final off work for a Friday night, so happy to finally get to see one of these. Hey, yeah, for sure. Thanks for hanging out. This man is my entire 401k, and I have forced myself not to calculate the total value of the collection, and I don't like doing that because it's pointless. My patrons know I never sell anything for a profit. In fact, everything I own, if it gets sold. Now, listen, if my channel goes feet up, and I'm hard up for money, then maybe, but like, as long as the channel's running, no, I'm never going to sell anything for profit. Are you kidding me? I'm in a position where I could easily manipulate a community. I'm not going to do that by being like, oh, you guys like these, huh? That'll be triple. That's terrible. That's terrible. My patrons scored some amazing deals on the Omega Seamaster, the JK Integra, Timascus, and one of my black Timascus Hermes Slims in Alema. I think they were all discounted by $1,000 to $1,500. They were still expensive, but way less than you'd find them on Arizona Customs or whatever. And that's how I funded the purchase from Kyle. I had to let some special things go, and I had to discount them heavily. The zombie Corvid? I mean, I'll probably give that one away. I mean, but maybe you could win it. Sell me the Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis there. The one that my wife gave me for my 5-year anniversary? Probably not. I appreciate your interest, though. That's a special baby. There's just nothing else like this, man. The Arch Nemesis. Have you heard of the Zero utility knife? I don't think so. I had to get Reich to send me, because I gave away the other 2 cicadas to some friends who run a company called Cicada, and I gave those as gifts to each of them, because they were both childhood friends. So I wanted one, and so I had to get that one directly from Reich. So I'm gonna hold on to that one. I really like the silver cicada. I think this one might be the coolest one. The silver and the blue, especially with the titanium being like an ultra high polish. Goku, thanks for the donation. Might start my own knife channel, but I have no editing skills, and I'm not sure what my personality brings to the table. Any tips or suggestions? Should I just go for it? Also, sent the weed to your DMs. Okay, thank you. Goku. Yes, I'll give you some advice. Don't worry if you don't have editing skills. My channel should be a perfect example of a guy who doesn't... I don't edit. I'm not a professional editor. I am actually pretty limited in terms of my understanding of technology, and I figured all this out on my own. You don't need to necessarily feel like you're adding some unique spice to things. Your perspective is important, and being yourself and just doing things the way that you feel like you should do them is just fine. And as you create additional content and interact with your community, you'll alter things, and you'll listen to some feedback and go, yeah, that's a good idea. And other times you'll be like, you know what, you can go eat a rake, and that's the way you want to do it. Sometimes you take criticism if it's beneficial for you and your channel and your audience, and that's great. And other times you go, I don't think this is a good suggestion, so I'm not going to do it. Just do your thing. Enjoy the hobby and be authentic and upload your thoughts. And before you know it, you could be on top of the YouTube knife world, Who knows? Anybody who wants to start a channel should do it. It's really fun. And instead of sitting by yourself and flicking knives and hoping that one day you'll run into somebody who is mildly interested in knives, you can interact with thousands of people a day that like the same stuff as you. Have I reviewed the titanium tenacious? I don't know. I don't know that there's a benefit. If you guys ever see that on my channel, you're already gonna know. It's like people are telling me the Bodacious review. As soon as they saw the thumbnail, oh my god, he's gonna trash it. And I did. Actually, what I said in that review, if you haven't watched it and you don't want to waste your time, I mean, I would still recommend watching it because I rant a lot. But it's a great tool. It's just a stupid price tag. This would have been an awesome knife 10 years ago for $100 to $120 less. Yeah, it would have been super cool. I already lost a pocket clip screw. I have no idea where it went. Oh well. I enjoyed carrying it. It's a great carry knife. I want to start my own knife channel. I have an Instagram. We all know where that's going. It's hard. The best social media platforms for knife content are also the ones that are most vulnerable to restrictions. People always say move to Rumble. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. That's not where channels go to die. You can't, you can, apparently you can say what you want there, but there's no reach. It's not fair. It's not fair at all, but it's... whenever people tell me that, I'm like, what? Is that a real suggestion? Like, geez. I'll have my headstone made up right now. Here lies Metal Complex. In parentheses, moved to Rumble. Want to start with... Oh, I read that one. Thanks for the donation, guys. Much love, MC and Friday Evening Squad. Thank you. No, I don't think I'll ever have an X account. Do you guys really want to know every thought in my head all the time? You basically already do. Do you want it in text form? Chinese knives OEM made it illogical to buy mediocre US knives with high dollar. I disagree with that on a couple different levels. Number one, if you are a huge fan and a huge supporter of US manufacturing and you can afford it, I think it's important. But also, there are some very, very interesting and unique knives that are made by US knife makers that are just not like, for example, the Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis is, I mean, this is a terrible example for some people because people are going to say, okay, great, but that's like a ridiculously expensive knife. So many people without knowing they'd be like, there is no way that this knife is made in the United States. They would say, this has to be made in China. It's too perfect. This is a double hollow ground double compound hollow ground dagger, flipper, where the edge is sharp on both sides, contoured, textured titanium. It also has a detent that is unlike anything else that I've experienced, right? Now, admittedly, it is wildly expensive and ridiculously rare because he can't pump these out. But in terms of quality, right, this has a level of quality that is unheard of in the Chinese market. And they can't perfectly replicate it because of the lip detent system. So for people who have the funding, it's worth it, definitely. Are a lot of like Chinese builds superior to American equivalents? Yeah, not always though. There's still some really amazing stuff out there for people who want to support American manufacturing. There's still some stuff that's absolutely worth it. But obviously, that's for a select small portion of the market. 100%. Buy what you like. It's unreasonable for most people to go out of their way to buy this stuff, but not everybody. Knife makers do not make... most knife makers and manufacturers don't make knives for everybody. They have a target audience within an already niche community. I forgot it was Friday too because 4th of July was yesterday. So after, like, last night felt like Friday night or Saturday night. And I woke up and I was like, oh yeah. I have to clean the garage and the driveway and then I have to work. Show the Herman. Damacor. Full-time Ascus. That was my first custom. Beautiful. MC, if I win a knife tonight, my wife will make you Tex-Mex enchiladas. That sounds awesome. I'm tempted to rig it. Just kidding. What's the OTF next to the Arch Nemesis? That's the Microtech Glycon. Super cool. You own a lot of Herman. What's your favorite model? It's hard to say because both it used to be the Dragonfly exclusively, but I really like the Slim. I love the Dragonfly, but man, that Slim is so cool. I don't know why. I would get the Slim out. I'm down to one Slim because I sold one of them, but the Slim is just, God, it's such a perfect knife. Can we see the knife to the top right that's almost off screen? Yeah. The Berserker. The Midgard's Messer Berserker. This isn't the one in S30V. This is in CPMD too, but huge knife. Big old crazy thing. I think you can still buy this. These are made by Concept, to my knowledge. A lot of people are confused by that. The fixed blades made by Midgard's Messer are made there in Germany, but their folders are made in China. And I believe that their OEM is still Concept, I think, unless they've changed it. Super lamella. That's a great way to describe that. It looks like a flintlock pistol, doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of look like a flintlock pistol? That's what it makes me think of. Excuse me. I'm going to mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. Jamay Angel. I'm sorry. I know I mispronounced your name. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Raise your swords for Jamay. Looks like an alligator. Yeah. All right. Okay. Alligator or flintlock pistol. Those two things are very closely related. So, but I mean, you're right though, in a weird way. Knife on the left with a textured clip. That is a brown Cortex XL, USA. Great example of in-house, mid-tech, super nice, ridiculous action. Really, really cool. These are the types of USA knife makers I like to support, right? Brown, Hinderer, Brian Nadeau, Skiff. Oh my gosh, here's a great example. People are like, why spend so much money on USA-made knives when you can buy like a super high-quality Chinese? Have you ever handled a Skiff? Yeah, they're freaking expensive, but anybody in here own a Skiff? I guarantee they'll say the same thing. They'll go, yeah, I'll spend more money for a Skiff. Good Lord, these are crazy. Hogue, sure, yeah. Skiff bearings, that's where that comes from. That's the guy. How is the Chavez? Good. This is the special one, the kickstop Damasteel version. I think these were... This is the Mokatai and Damasteel version. I want to say these were $1,000, which is way too much money. But it is cool. It's a cool knife. Do you agree that the pricing and quality companies like Tyrion, Tactile, and ProTech are good arguments against the pricing of companies like Benchmade and Spyderco? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Benchmade and Spyderco are going absolutely nuts, and I think they must... I don't know. I'm speculating. Here's the truth. I like Benchmade and I like Spyderco. They make some of my favorite models. But it's like, guys, where... Maybe they look at the entirety of the knife market. Like, they have us in like the hyper enthusiast world. We represent a small corner. A lot of people think that we represent like the majority of the community. We represent a small corner of it. They have like massive other markets. And they got us barking at them, but then they got like a whole other section that's like, yeah, Benchmade is like top tier. There was a time in my life where I thought Benchmade makes the nicest knives in the world. So whatever they're priced at, if they're that high, they must be the best. I just didn't know, but I didn't know any better. Right? Are there any budget USA brands at all? Your best bet is Kershaw, Buck. I mean, they're not really budget, right? I mean, the lower the price, the more you have to question. Because, like, it's not a charity situation. Most of the time when the price is lower, it means more of the knife is outsourced. Or, well, it's probably that, and they can operate on absolutely massive volume. It has to be a huge company working with decent materials, like, you know, like aluminum and 154 CM or CPM 154, something like that. And then you can outsource a few things and still call it USA made. Then yeah, then you're going to get some decent pricing. Are you going to get full titanium, an M390 or Magna Cut made 100% in the United States for $150? No! No! So many people are like, these companies like Rick Hinderer is like manipulating the market and charging $425 for it. His knives have always been right around that price point. But he's doing 99% of the work in-house, which is not the same as companies using lesser materials and only charging $150 for some of their stuff, because it's not the same thing. not entirely the same materials, but more importantly, not made exactly the same way. They stopped making the link? I'm sure there are nice cars in the Hinder parking lot. Don't have one, would like to try Hinder. A lot of people ask me, like, do you still feel the same way about Hinder knives? And I absolutely do. This particular one, good Lord, this is still one of my favorite knives in my collection, man. This is such a ridiculous knife. It is so nice in ways that no other knife that I own is finished or machined exactly like a Hinder. I don't know what it is. These full titanium ones especially are just so sleek and glassy and bizarre. I've never handled a Chinese knife that feels exactly like this. They're just really, really good. And they're modular, which is awesome. Like, if you want to customize a really nice knife, like, Hinder knives makes it easy. I mean, it's expensive, but they make it easy on you. Why do a lot of custom makers like CPM 154? Because it's a great balance of machinability and performance, and more importantly, they can finish it however they want. CPM 154 or 154 CM is a really well-balanced composition, but if they want to put a mirror finish on it, they can do it a lot easier than something like 63 Rockwell M390, you know? It's just a really, really good composition. It's got a fine grain structure. They just don't have a lot of problems with it. It's easier to grind. So it's just kind of, it meets like customer expectations, and it's probably just all the way around easier for them to work with. What kind of Milita is that? Rather, it's the new one. I don't know when they're going to release it, but they just sent this to me. It's the one. It's the same as the purple one, but it's got dark matter gold carbon fiber. 722. Oh my gosh, this live stream flip. Okay, it's about bathroom time for me. If you haven't taken a look at that petition, it's linked at the top of chat. Take a look at that. If you don't want knife content to be restricted on social media, there's a group of people trying. It's better to try. You do not have to donate. In fact, do not donate. It doesn't go to the petition benefits. It goes to change.org. Don't donate, and you can sign it anonymously if you want to. Check out the petition. At least go read it so you understand what they stand for. Another thing that I'd ask while I'm on the subject, no pressure on any other content creators, but sharing the petition is also very important. Signing it is one thing, but I'm going to skip past that song because it's ridiculous. Share that petition with your favorite content creators, and it's entirely up to them whether or not they want to share it. I don't want to put pressure on anybody, but getting the word around, what I can do here is limited. You know, I can probably get a few thousand people to sign it, but sharing it to everybody in the knife community is such a big deal. We can't depend on these platforms that may or may not be restricting us more and more in the future to promote this type of thing. we have to do the work, which in this case is very, very little and demands nothing, not hardly any of your time, and no money. Picked up the ZT0450 with the marbled fat carbon and Dama blade. Sweet little knife, snappy D10. That's awesome. You don't need to do anything else. No, you just sign it. Signing it is like so powerful. Even if there's just a small chance that this does anything, it's such a big deal. The link is at the top of chat. It says sign the petition. Up there that's pinned, it's in like a white oval. It says metal complex in yellow. Directly to the right says sign the petition, and then you can expand it. You click on that to the right, it'll open it up. You click the link, you go in, sign it. It takes like 10 seconds. My content is based on EDC. Knives are a part of that. I only post to YouTube really though. That's fine. I generally do the majority of my content on YouTube, but even if you're not on Instagram, even if the meta restrictions are not applicable to you directly, they do affect you in a roundabout way, because so much of the new stuff, the newest stuff, pops up on Instagram, and that's how a lot of us find it. Me, general members of the community, people who do podcasts, right? People who are, like retailers. If it gets restricted, we're being cut off from potentially amazing things. And just being able to share it. Just being able to enjoy it with each other. That's being threatened. Which is absurd. A lot of people say, well, if you don't like it, that's the rules of the platform. You gotta respect. You're using their platform. So if Doug Ritter had just like thrown his hands in the air and gosh, you know what? Darn it, these laws. Well, nothing can be done. I guess I'll just walk around. I guess I'll just throw my hands in the air. Doug Ritter, I don't care about anything. Doug Ritter changed so many things. He cared, so he went out of his way to change laws, and he did it. So many people in so many states can now carry things that they legitimately enjoy and use for work or just enjoyment because Doug Ritter was like, you know what, this is crap. So, yeah, don't throw your hands in the air. The difference is that Doug Ritter did way more work, and all we have to do is this little thing. I sound really preachy, but it's so easy. The drawing is actually fairly soon. All right, I'll stop talking about the petition. I still want to do my general live stream, but this weekend I am there's a Knife Guy episode about it too. I am making a big deal out of it in the hopes that it's starts to get shared around. My goal is to get it going. And then hopefully it makes the rounds. It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube, man. It's Meta. It's Instagram. I don't want it to come to YouTube. It's not here. YouTube is fine with what I do for now. But I don't want it to start anywhere. When can we see your knife? The day it arrives. My prototypes are on the way. It could literally arrive tomorrow, but I promise you when it arrives, you'll get an upload. I will push my entire schedule over by one, which actually takes quite a bit of time, but I will do that to showcase my prototype. And here's the thing. Do I think that Meta took a deep dive into our community and decided to specifically write the algorithm to target us? No. I think the algorithm is just blanket effect lazy. Somebody thought, let's just do knife not good. That's the problem. There's just no attention on it. We are not a big enough community to them to matter. So it's a blanket solution. And the problem is that blanket solution is severely negatively impacting massive numbers of people. That's what it is. What knife is the gray one? Boy, you know what, bud? I'd love to help you. There's a lot of gray knives out there, man. That's more than half of them. Who's the OEM making my prototype? I can't say yet. I have never officially announced it. Anybody claiming to know doesn't know. Show off the pointy one. Thoughts on the PMP Kodiak? I mean, it's the cheapest PMP of that family with the most premium steel outside of the Damasteel Alpha Beast. I don't know what the price is on it, but it's M390. The integral on the left. This one, that's the Max Ace Sandstorm 2. Giant integral with a secondary. This thing is crazy. So it has a second stop pin, which this is locked. Even if the frame lock were to disengage, it can't disengage. But then it also has the spin down. So now you can't even move the frame lock. And then 2 massive stop pins. This is legitimately a hardcore knife. And I love that the pin can be screwed into the frame. Right here. Now, I don't think it has enough threads to like truly be secure in there. But it is cool that they were able to do that. I wish they'd do more of these. Like, I wish Max Ace would try their hand at another integral, because this thing is awesome. Don't accidentally give away my knives. Okay, I'll do my best, Derek. The guy that won these two that I had, like KB, he said move them on to the next person. So thank you, KB. He was just being nice. He said, you know what? I'm good. Move them on to the next person. So these will be included in a future giveaway. Just want to let you guys know that's the end of the chapter of that story. Is there going to be a Kickstarter for your knife? No. No, it's going straight to the market. The OEM was happy to fund that. I think they're pretty confident that it'll go well. Yeah, no, our plan is to do a big, wide open pre-order. And that way we know exactly how many people are interested. And I don't want to drop like 100 of them and be like, go get them! You know, like I don't want to do that. I want to know how many people really want them, and then I want to make roughly that amount. On the topic of Doug Ritter, why the hell is the Doug Ritter bug out way more expensive than the bench bug out? Isn't it just a bug out and even more overpriced for what you're getting? Yeah, that's an unfortunate irony there, because Doug Ritter helped produce one of the best priced USA knives of all time, which is the Ritter Hogue. I didn't even know he was doing a bug out. How much is the Doug Ritter bug out? And here's the thing. Do I think Doug Ritter had a say in the price tag? No. I think Benchmade was like, hey, can we put your name on another knife? Perhaps like our most popular knife of all time. Great. And then they ran with the price tag. I'm guessing. I don't know. Again, I like Benchmade. I just don't like their prices. B says hi. Tell Bees I said hi too. Waffle for edgy blade works are custom. I don't know. I know you guys are all watching multiple streams at the same time. That's really funny that we have like a halfway point with people watching. Oh, real quick, I have my new turbo pitch for Patreon, which is my regular live stream members will they love how speedy my new pitch is. So real quick, let's swap this link out. So on Patreon, I have a Patreon. You can support me on Patreon if you want to. I will use the money that you donate to me. I will use that money to buy knives. And I'll use those knives to showcase on the channel. But on Patreon, which, by the way, you can join for as little as $1 a month, will actually grant you a ton of perks, including private once a week Patreon exclusive content, once a month Patreon exclusive giveaways. We literally just drew for the Wii Nitro OG today. That's once a month. You also gain access to private Patreon chat, private Discord chat, private knife sales where I heavily discount tons of the stuff that I get in, tons of my own personal collection knives. There's a lot of stuff there. So if you want to join for as little as $1 a month, there is a link right there at the top of chat. If not, that's also fine, because you can enjoy this for free. Please look at the new Cold Steel Full Metal Atlas. A lot of people telling me to check out a lot of Cold Steel stuff. I haven't looked at anything new from Cold Steel in a long time. So yes, I will do that. I would maybe reach out to that company and see if they would be interested in sending me samples. That would definitely be a lot less expensive. Who owns that? Who owns them now? What's the brand that owns Cold Steel? I think they're doing a decent job, honestly. Bees owns them. Come on, man. GSM. There we go. GSM Outdoor. Is that what it is? Yeah. When is the Machine Wides giveaway? Soon. I just need my prototypes to land. I'm going to do a video revealing my prototype. And then either in the same video or in a separate video, I'm going to reveal everything that I'm giving away. And you guys haven't seen it all. But it's all crazy. It's all like absolute bangers. I'm only giving away crazy stuff. I want to make sure that everybody who wins a hyper expensive knife. The 700K giveaway. We're almost at 620. I'm happy to say that for 6 months straight, the lowest number of subs that I've gotten a single day was 417. So thank you very much for making sure that the algorithm here on YouTube pays attention to my channel. That is amazing. I remember being happy to see 5 subs a day or 10 subs a day, but to get anywhere from 420 to, I think the highest I got in a single day was 3,000 is just amazing. You blame me for making me buy Herman, for making you buy Herman. I hope you love it. Giveaways work? Yeah, I've noticed you guys like the giveaways, but once I started doing them, I was like, I can't back off of this now. Like now they know that I am gonna give away knives, and you guys certainly know I get stuff for free. So yeah. Do I feel obligated? Yes. Do I love that obligation? 100%. I love giving knives away, so this works out perfectly. This is very fun for me. My favorite thing to do is go live and give knives away. It puts a smile on my face. So I'm happy you guys enjoy it too. Dwayne Wilds, welcome to Knights Around Knights, Razor Swords. It turns out there's a lot of wives who blame me. There's a lot of significant others in general who blame me. Hello to all you significant others out there. I'm really sorry for my presence. Your unwillingness to allow my presence in your life and my presence in your life anyway. I appreciate you tolerating me. I'm sorry that your significant other has invested so much emotional energy and literal income and time. But thank you for being cool about it. Knife collecting is weird, man. It doesn't make sense until you start doing it, and you're like, oh, this suddenly makes absolute sense. Now my whole personality is knife. On this channel with my husband. That's awesome. Thanks, Katie. And a member, too. She's serious. She's very cool about it. How many times your significant other's like, are you watching that metal guy again? They come home and it's, what's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another interesting knife review / knife overview to share with you guys. This is the Spyderco PM2 Tanto edition. My wife getting mad. That's gotta be like a trigger for so many people, man. You bought another knife. Damn, that metal guy. I love it. Man, you guys are making my night right now. I feel so much joy. Oh, man, that's great. It's not just what I know that like my demographic. It's if you want to know, my YouTube analytics says 98% male viewing audience, but I do have 2% female, so it's not all one or the other or anybody, right? Let's say significant other. I piss off all sorts of people. It's not specifically any one type of person. Have you ever introduced yourself as mental complex? I tell that story about that guy approaching me at the supermarket. It's only happened a couple of times. There's a guy that approached me at the gym and a guy that approached me at the supermarket, and he said, hey, I'm sorry, I was looking at hot dogs. I remember taking way too much time to decide on a brand of hot dogs, and this guy, he said, excuse me, sir, and I thought he was trying to get the attention of an attendant. I didn't turn around, and he was like, excuse me. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And he was like, hey, I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. But he was like, do you have a YouTube channel? And I said, yeah. And he said, are you mental complex? And I said, yeah. And I was like, so taken aback. And he was like, sorry, I'm not trying to be weird. I just want to say hi. He was like, I know you said you lived, in Hayes, and I just thought eventually I'd run into you. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. What's up? We sat there in everybody's way and talked for like half an hour. Knife Wife says, I heard we're talking about me. All right. Oh, somebody did the math. We have so Helper 800 said that means you have 12,300 female subs to the 605,000 males. people who specify gender, yes, that would be mathematically accurate. Okay, it is time to clear the table. Boy, we're 112. I'm actually running slightly late here. Slightly. See if we can move all this stuff to the outer edge. It's going to be a little tricky. I put a lot of stuff out here tonight. Look at that chicane. Don't sleep on this, guys. The chicane from Sharp by Design. This is a super cool knife. Really enjoying it. And you can get it in silver twill. White Arctic carbon fiber, which looks like this. Whoa, yes. Beautiful. Spyderco? The Spyderco Python? I'm running out of room. Here we go. It's just geometry. You gotta know how to put knives. I put too many knives out here. I'm sorry. All right. Do this real quick. I'll be right back. If you're just joining, if you've never joined a live stream before, if you're from TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you're like, I don't know what's going on. Just do these steps. It's real simple. Link in the description. Open the description. There's a link. It says how to enter. Click on it. Leave a comment. That's all you got to do. But you have to do it. Typing in chat won't enter you. I don't know. I just realized I don't know how the post live stream will set that link. It's probably going to set it to whatever link I had last. So I want to make sure that sign the petition is the pinned link. That way people who are watching in the future, if they miss the live stream, will still have that link up there. So I'm changing it back just to be sure that the petition link is the primary link. There we go. Okay. Any chance of going for the Spyderco Nirvana? You've seen the Grimsmo integral they have made. Everybody keeps telling me about the Grimsmo integral. I'm gonna have to check that out. The Nirvana is cool. I hate the little laser lines on it. The Peter Rosenti Nirvana, like the original custom, is beautiful. If I was gonna buy a Nirvana, I'd go the same route as Scott and buy it and have it customized. But I know that it's super expensive to buy one in mint condition. Okay, where's the iPad? There it is. Oh God, is it charged? Surely. Yeah, with 8% battery. We're good. Okay. Nothing about this channel has changed. In 6 years, and I'm still forgetting to charge the iPad. One sec here, I'm just getting the link. Okay. Move these out of the way. We're gonna have just barely enough room for all that. I might have to make 3 rows of the things tonight. So we're gonna refresh the link. Okay, we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna paste the link right here. Let you all see it real quick. What? Would like to paste from you? Yeah, well, yeah, I want to allow it. They have to ask permission now. Okay, so here's the link. You can look. I've never seen that before. So there you go. Filter duplicate users is on. We're gonna get YouTube comments. I think there's probably 1,400. I think that's what it said when I copied the link. $1,456 comments. There we go. All right. The first winner tonight is, I'll put the things out here in just a second. First winner is Chrisot 9129. MC in the house. Thanks for all you do. Congrats. Congrats. You won. Let's find him first and then I'll let you pick. Easy picture to find. Easy picture. He's got a green shirt on. Handsome fellow. Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Where you at, Chris? There he is. He's here. Found him. Awesome. Chris Ott, of course. That's your name. So I read that stupidly. Congratulations. So let me get all these out here. I think it's rows of 8. Got to move these up just a little bit. Slightly off count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do the second row here. Here we go. Okay. I need 2. You can do 2 top, 2 bottom. But 1 through 8, 1 through 8. Let me know your 2 picks. He's thinking, he's thinking, he's thinking. Three on bottom, 8 on bottom. The first person in history to choose 2 from the bottom. What's up? Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, guys. What's up? Give me 1 second. I got to do something with the baby. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting. Just give me a second. The other way. You gotta push your head forward. Okay. You're all right. Okay. Sorry. She's getting ready for a bath. We're putting her in her little floaty thing. Okay. What do you say? 3 on bottom and 8 on bottom? Yeah. 3 on bottom, 8 on bottom. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. And 8. Okay, let's see. You did. He got a premium one. That's the scaphoid folder from Jim Skelton. Titanium, carbon fiber, and S90V. If my memory serves me right, that's correct. Is it the scaphoid folder or the tibia folder? This is the Jim Skelton design. So there you go. That's Tuya made, if I remember correctly. Very cool. So there you go. Make sure and let Jim Skelton know that's where his knife went. And then the other one is the NAFS. What is this? Is this the... What are they... The Sinoi? What is this? This is Ben Banter's. Sendy. There you go. I just can't read it. Is that what it says? Yeah, it says Sendy. I'm just an idiot. So there you go. Hey, 2 great picks. Awesome. All right. So, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. Please do not be alarmed if I don't email you back all the way up until Friday of next week. That's when I do the shipping and the tracking, so you get a confirmation email after that. Congratulations. Okay. Nice picks there. I'm running out of premium stuff. You guys have been drawing all the... I think there's 1 or 2 premium knives left in there, but if you guys draw them all, I'll do what I usually do, and I'll replace some of the lower end stuff with more premium stuff. So, let's even this out. So now we got 7 and 7. All right, whoops. What is that? Oh, it's the card. Okay. So let's go to pick another winner. Whoa, okay. There we go. Final winner for this evening is Ixlatif. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is that a zoomed up? Looks like an edge. The edge of a knife that's under a microscope, maybe. Ixlatif. 9. Probably Roman numeral 9. Latif. Looking for him. You're welcome so much, by the way. Hold on. Don't give up on him just yet. Chat populate's different for everybody. There they are. And they're a platinum knight. Edge Obsessed is their actual YouTube name, but unmistakable profile picture there. All right. Slow the chat down. Let's let them pick. 1 through 7. You can do 2 top, 2 bottom. First person in history to pick 2 from the same row, to my knowledge, got a premium one. So try your luck. 1, 7, 1, 7. I love when I say slow chat down, you guys actually do it. 99% of you immediately listen. That makes it so much easier on me. Thank you. I appreciate that. 5 and 6. He's doing both top row. 5 and 6. All right, I'm gonna do the lighter one first. Oh, I know why this is lighter. You know why? Because there's nothing in here. Because I wrote fixed on a piece of paper because it wouldn't fit. Let me get you your knife real quick. Where is it? No! Hold on! I have it. Why did I put it in a different place? Hold on. So unprepared. Did I put it over here? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Is this it? Yeah. So, have you seen it yet? I don't think you've seen it yet. Hold on. That's not it. Give me a second. Why did I put this in such a secret place? Oh my God, please be it. Please. Is this the one? Yes. So this is actually super cool. I forget the branding on it, but this is from Tools for Gents, the MK. This is like a semi-custom. Actually, I think a pretty expensive fixed blade. Somebody help me out with this. I showcased this one. I can't remember when, but help me out with the name of this. It's a really, really nice fixed blade that comes from Tools for Gents that has the layered. Gosh darn it. Yeah, it's really cool. It's on Tools for Gents. It's actually a super nice, ultra solid fixed blade. But it's yours. I'm sorry I'm mispronouncing the step milling. I'm sorry I'm mispronouncing or not remembering the name of it, but you can absolutely. The brand is MK, like this. But this is yours. Sorry about that. I just put it in a totally wrong place. It actually is an expensive knife. And then the second one is, oh yeah, that's from Dam Designs. I forget the name of this one as well, but it's the Kaiser collab 154 cm Invictus. There you go. So two super nice knives, for sure. Yeah, the joy of live broadcasting, exactly. Some really nice stuff given away this evening. The Invictus, yeah. Did anybody find the name of that one? I can actually find it on Tools for Gents real quick. Sentinel. That's got to be right. The MK Sentinel. Yeah, really nice, full size, just like a good all the way around fixed blade. Wonderful ergonomics. We got the green and black G10 and the flathead screws. Obviously full tang all the way through. Definitely like an ultimate use it for anything style fixed blade. Super nice. It's just there's no reason for me to review it. It's a nice fixed blade, but there's I like the design elements, but there's not enough there for me to make a big deal out of it in a review. But I did unbox it and showcase it. It's a super cool knife. Comes with a bunch of extra paracord, I guess, too. So. Okay, sorry. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact two knives that you won. You can just say MK Fixed Blade, that's fine. And I'll email you back no later than Friday of next week. Congrats. I'm going to put the fixed blade back in its box, but I'll put this back in the pouch. There we go. Put that one over there. Put the fixed blade back in the box. So in my panic, I accidentally tore this. I'm sorry. But the knife is fully intact. It literally didn't come with anything else. That is all it... You know what? It actually is... It has it right here. It's called a Nomad. There you go. It's an LMAX DLC. Well, it says DLC. I don't think it's actually DLC because it's gray. It's probably PVD. G10 Kydex, Nomad, Future Punk. That's what this is. There you go. Sorry I tore the box. I panicked. No, it does not. There are different versions of that knife, but hold on. Let's find out what that actually costs. Wow, it is super expensive. It's like a $500 knife. €500 knife. Yeah, that's hyper expensive. All right, well, congratulations. That was the knife that I planned. I didn't know it was that valuable. But okay, yeah, you won. That's the knife that I legitimately planned to put in there. So that's probably the most expensive knife that I've ever put in a mystery pouch. Tools for Gents is where you get those. LMAX fixed. Yeah, it's free. It's free. Whatever you think of the cost, it's free. You won the Sendy, and it was this Jim Skelton. It's either the scaphoid or tibia folder, the Tanto that he just recently released. S90V was the other one you won. Yeah, it's a super nice knife. I'm pretty sure that's mostly handmade. Scaphoid folder, there you go. Congrats to the winners tonight. I'm glad somebody scored. I'm going to be honest with you, had I known that that's how expensive it was, I probably would not have put it in the... But hey, he won it. That's the one that I actually planned to give away, so... Yeah. That's fine. I got lots of free stuff, so I'm happy to give that to you. 500 giveaway is very soon. As soon as I have my prototypes, I'll make an announcement video. I will set an actual date, and I'll also reveal the other knives that nobody has seen yet. You guys know a lot of the knives, and you guys know that they're all very expensive. The rest of the knives are also very expensive. Alongside one of my prototypes. Somebody who wins that giveaway will be the first person on Earth outside of myself to actually have my prototype. You'll have an official prototype, the first of 3, and you'll be the first on Earth to handle it. So, just want to let you know my final prototypes just arrived, so keep an eye on your PO Box, Hunk. I will. Tri-State has his own knife design. Follow all of his stuff. Dig into him. Find out what it is. I'm sure it's super cool. I can't wait. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen a picture of it. I'll check. Tri-State, I'll make sure that gets showcased immediately. I love looking at other content creators' stuff. It's cool that we're actually able to do this now. Like, we're actually able to, like, bring stuff to the market. That's really fun. So since you're kind of a hand model, have you thought about wearing workout gloves? Oh my God, I will never put a workout glove. I'd rather injure every part of my hand than wear workout gloves. I want to keep these beauties nice and corned up. I got the heavy corns here. I want to keep those corns. I don't think my hands look that bad for somebody who works out. Like, my calluses are not terrible, you know? They go all the way up. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. They got firework crap in them from last night. Is this Logi Man? I think it is. Yeah. Logi Man is such an underrated and frustrating NES game. Super, super cool game, though. That downward harpoon, killing a boss by jamming an extendable harpoon into their skull on an NES game and watching the entire screen explode blew my mind as a little kid. I was like, oh my God, I am so powerful right now. That was the first feeling I got. That's the equivalent of killing a Dark Souls boss. God, that game is so cool. All over the place. God, man, that was so cool, especially when it was a really frustrating boss. Quote Nevermore says, so that's it? Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the live stream, we draw 4 knives and give them away, and then I just talk every week. Sorry if it didn't live up to your standards, man. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to do better. I'll try to do live streams like twice a week. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Try 3 times. I just don't have time. I have time to do 1 live stream, and it's already, obviously, it's bath time, so. Oh, geez. I'm actually late to end this. Yeah, I'm 4 minutes over. So let me give away memberships real quick. Oh, I have 10 free ones. Bonus night. Bonus night. Here's 5 from me. I always do these immediately. I don't save them. I just give them away right away. So here's the free ones that YouTube gives me, and then I'm going to pay for some. What do I usually do? 20? Yeah, I usually do 20, right? So there's 10 free ones, and then here's 20 more. for everybody who's still in here. How to get them? It just distributes them randomly. So if you got one, you'll see your name, like when you type in chat, your name will have a little blue helmet icon, and it'll stay that way for a month. And then if you choose to renew it, you can. It's $1.99 a month, or it'll just go away. Like, it won't prompt you to, I don't think it'll make you, obviously it's not going to just take your credit card information, but you'll have a blue helmet icon for at least a month. Nice. Blue helmet, yeah. So, like, some people have red and gold. Those are people who have maintained their memberships for multiple months. It goes up to 4 years, I think. There are a few people who have the Eterna helmet. 1 year's gold, 2 years is platinum, 3 years is the shadow helm or the ghost helm. 4 years is Eterna. It's like gold and blue and white. But then there's 1 month is blue, 2 months is green, 3 months is purple. I'm sorry. 3 months is green, 6 months is purple, something like that. It goes up to a year. Blue, green, purple, red, gold, platinum, ghost, Eterna. All right, guys, it's time. I gotta go. I gotta help. I got 3 kids. One of them's a baby, so I got stuff to do. But thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and congratulations to the winners, especially the gentleman who won a $500 fixed blade that I had no idea was that was that valuable. But that's how it goes sometimes. There's a lot of knives here, so I'm glad he won. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.